Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Karen Hodge Thomas. This is Word in Play. Today we're going to talk about worshiping God in spirit and in truth. Stay tuned. When we worship God in spirit and in truth, our focus must solely be on God. Because we have so many different worship styles, we have different ways that we provide music, we have different ways of praying, we have different ways of comporting our bodies. Sometimes we're standing, we're kneeling, we're sitting. And all of those aspects of worship can put more of the focus on us as the worshipers than on the object of our worship, who is God. Our scripture today comes from John, the 4th chapter. We're going to look at the 24th verse, but keep the context of verses 6 through 30. The 24th verse says, God is spirit, and his worshipers must worship in spirit and in truth. Before we talk about how to worship in spirit and truth, we must identify and acknowledge what worship is. Worship is giving honor to. It is being reverent of. It is giving praise to. It is acknowledging the holiness of God. So we must put our attention and focus on him. In the verses in which this verse has its context, Jesus has met the woman at the well and asked her who her husband is. And she rightly answers, I have no husband. And he, knowing her intimately, knowing her even better than she knew herself, said, you have answered right. You have no husband. You have had 5, but the one you have now is not yours. She then asked questions about where to worship. I'm sure she wanted to get off the topic of her marital status, and she asked about where to worship. The Jews worship in Jerusalem, and the Samaritans worship at Mount Gerizim. But that wasn't the focus. Worship is not dependent on where, but on how, what the mindset is, and what the object is. Whether your preference for music is upbeat or solemn and slow, or your preference for prayer is soft or loud and with authority, or if your preferred worship position is kneeling or lying or sitting, it doesn't matter what your preference is. This is all about God. Worshiping God in spirit means that we are doing it with our whole heart. Worshiping him in truth means that we know who he is, that we are intimately familiar with him and with his word. And from our heart, we are earnestly offering him our thanksgiving, our praise, our reverence, and our honor. Unfortunately, too often, worship is seen as entertainment. Many times we talk about what a good time we had in church today, or how well the choir sang, or how good, pardon the grammar, the preacher preached. But true worship is about me giving my God the honor, the praise, the glory that is due him and him alone. So in this video, I want you to consider what's important as you are worshiping. Are you focused on how the choir sounds, or what the text of the scriptures are, or how the preacher preached? Or are you focused on our awesome God who deserves all of our worship. This is not an aspect of entertainment. This is not for our entertainment. Worship is for God and God alone. So let's prepare to worship prior to worship by ensuring that we have spent time with Him. And let me also say that worship should not just occur on Sunday when we are with other believers. We should have a lifestyle of worship. We should have private time of worship. Thank you for considering with me what it means to worship God in spirit and in truth. If this video has been helpful to you, please like and share. Consider subscribing if you have not already done so, and hit the bell notification after subscribing so you will know each time I upload. Typically, that's on Tuesday and Friday. Thanks for watching.